Hello, my soul tribe. Beautiful people, beautiful souls. Okay, so last week I had did a reading for each day. So I think today I'm just gonna do like a reading for the week's energy because that was a lot. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into it. I appreciate you all being here. So grateful for you. I have been doing some studying over the weekend. I am doing dermal fillers and Botox because I'm a registered nurse, of course. So I'm adding to my business. I also did a couple of readings, and if you are interested in a reading with me, my link is, I believe it's in like the community section or the description, one or the other. But my business is Holistically Yours LLC, and I do virtual readings and phone readings. Of course, I do in person, but of course, if you're not in the same state as me, I do phone and virtual. All right, so this is a collective reading for all signs, Sun, Rising, Venus, all of the themes. Today is the 111 portal. I did partake in that. I hope you did too. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, I'm gonna pull a Reiki card. The bottom of the deck is light. I hope y'all can hear me. So trust, and then light. Trust the light within yourself. Maybe you are someone that heals. You know, you can be in the medical field, or you could just be someone that has like the healing ability. So this week, maybe focused on like trusting yourself a little bit more, trusting the light that you have a little bit more, and just have peace for yourself. Because I know it's really hard right now for a lot of us to like trust ourselves at this moment. And it's only because of a lot of the things that's happening right now. But trust yourself. You got this. Okay? I'm trying to figure out like what direction I want to go into. Let's see. Let's do some cosmic energy. And then I think I might end up doing some some tarot after this, and then doing oracle after that. That flew out. 1 second. That card, or those cards, they just flew. Like flew. All right, so the cosmic energy for the week is going to be understanding, rebirth, transformation, compassion, collaboration. Bottom of the deck is grace. So yeah, I feel like someone just needs to have like an understanding of, maybe they're going through, you know, a death and rebirth. You know, they're going through some type of, because this is like actually the same thing, like a rebirth and a transformation is like literally the same thing. So yeah, somebody's definitely going through some type of like transformation, and maybe it's taking you through like the dark night of the soul, where it's like, why is this happening to me? But understand one thing. We still have the snake Chinese zodiac sign that is in effect until February the 17th. So if you're still going through some stuff and you're like, it's a new year, you know, things are supposed to be different. Yes and no. Yes, because, you know, we stepped into a whole nother year. But no, because we're not out of that snake energy just yet. It's preparing you for that. Whatever this is that you're going through, it's preparing you for that, okay? You might have to collaborate. You know, it could be family, friends, you know, it can be your higher self. But what I'm getting is, you know, you have a best friend or a sister or a brother or someone like you're really, really close to. Just, you know, be a little bit more vulnerable to them so that you can release what you need to release during these next couple of weeks while we are still in this snake year. Okay? So, because you are going through a transformation. And transformations don't feel good all the time because a lot of them make us feel like we're going crazy. Like I'm not even gonna lie. I just went through something and I thought I was going crazy. I'm like, what is happening? And it was literally on 1/1/26. And I was just like, really? Like, I just jumped into 2026 and this is what's happening to me? But it helped me to turn pain into power. Because yes, even though like I'm a very much spiritual being, I'm still having a human experience. So just like you know, you may be a spiritual being, but you're still having a human experience, and there's really nothing that you can control that's really meant to happen in the 3D. Okay? The only thing you can do is put in the work when it comes to the 5D. So here's a little inspiration of what you need to do. Dream big, start now. Get out of your head. Be the first to believe. What if it works? This is worth it. And then at the bottom of the deck, say yes to you. So like I said, somebody can really be going through a transformation where it's like calling them to do something totally different than what they're doing right now. Now, you could be working for a company, you know, corporate America, and you're thinking to yourself like, this is not working for me anymore. Dream bigger. Like, you're so much bigger than a program. You're so much bigger than 3D. And you know that. Like I said, again, you could be a healer. Use your healing abilities to, you know, like me, for instance, my business, like, healing is my business, basically. I'm a registered nurse, but I'm also a Reiki practitioner. I'm a wellness coach. I'm a nutrition coach. Like I said, I'm getting ready to go take these courses for aesthetics, cosmetics, things like that. But I'm not done building. And again, a lot of it stemmed from things that I went through in my past that made me want to heal myself by healing others. So maybe you have to really deep dive this week to try to figure out what your next path will be. And once you figure that out, then you can take the next step. I'm not saying jump head first into it, but what I am saying is just write down like the pros and cons of maybe what's holding you back and what's pushing you forward. Because we always have that line between, man, like, I want to do this so bad, but then it's like, but what if it don't work? Well, what if it does work? And then what if it's not worth it? But what if it is worth it? You have to be the first to believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, believe in your goals, believe in your endeavors, believe in all of the things. I mean, even believe in your vulnerabilities, because to be in a business or to like do something totally different than what you're doing, you have to be vulnerable, like to the energy of actually doing it. So, say yes to it. Don't hold back. Say yes to it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hop into, you know what I want to do first before is get one of these realist oracle, and then I'll hop into the tarot. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I'm going to tell you right now, I have been manifesting. To be able to look forward to my Mondays. That's sad to say, because yes, right now I still work for a corporate company, and it's not what I want to do anymore. And I can feel myself every single day, like stepping outside of the matrix. Like there's like this picture of like this woman, and she's in the office, and she's like in the chair with a big afro, and she's like half dressed, and she's like really spiritual, and it's like that's how I feel in a corporate America job. Like that's how I feel, even though I work from home, but it's like that's how I feel. I feel like I don't belong in a corporate job anymore. Like I'm meant to do what I'm doing. It just feels so good. It feels so natural. And I'm pretty sure I've told y'all this plenty of times. I'm a Pisces. Pisces sun. And yeah. Yeah. All right. Enough about me. So we have In Their Shoes, number 37, which breaks down to 10. And right now we're in year 10. So, confirmation. 37. In Their Shoes. So this is for water and air. Understanding. Wasn't that the very first card? Sorry to be waving my finger. Wasn't that the very first card that came out in the cosmic energy? It was understanding. So this is another confirmation. Understanding, changes in perspective, emotional agility. This card means it's important to see the situation from another point of view. Pros and cons, remember? Consider the most empathetic and compassionate. That was another. Listen, because I can't make this stuff up, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm going to hop back into it. But this came out. That came out. That came out. Okay, so there's so much confirmation, and what I'm telling someone right now, okay, who needs to hear this message, I'm just really hoping that it resonates with you. So, okay. Understanding, change in perspective, emotional agility. This card means it's important to see the situation from another point of view. Consider the most empathetic and compassionate approach. Check your stubbornness. There's resistance to take into account another person's lived experience and guided path. Resolution requires putting yourself in someone else's shoes. So again, this could resonate in like verbatim of what it's saying. However, when I read that message, it's like it's telling you to live in someone else's shoes, as in live in your shoes as the person that you want to become. Like live in the shoes of someone that you want to be in the future. Like put yourself in the mindset of this will be me in the future, and I have to live in that experience. That's what I'm getting from this. But it could very well be that someone needs to like kind of like look at the perspective of maybe someone else. You know, again, this is a collective reading, so it's gonna resonate differently for everybody. But what I'm getting from that is this week, foresee your future and see what you're living in your future. Meditation, you know, whatever it is that, how you kind of, you know, like if you meditate or if you, you know, script, things like that. That's how you will foresee your future. Okay? So, let's go ahead and hop into it. I usually hit my my bells, but I just felt called to do this. Sorry, y'all. Somebody needed this cleansing. I can't even get it. Oh goodness, these singing bowls be tricky sometimes. Sorry if that was loud. I don't know, I just felt called to do it. It's like somebody needed that cleansing. So, alright, so let's go ahead and hop into some tarot. Let's see which deck do I want to use, because I have so many. I actually started back using these. I've had this deck for like a very, very, very long time, and I know they're like, oh, you should never buy yourself your own deck. Well, as a spiritual being, I don't care. Like, I have purchased a bunch of decks for myself. No one has ever, well, no, I take that back. One person did give me a deck. They gave me 2 decks, but the other one is not so much tarot. But I was given a Light Seers deck, and that's one of my favorite decks. So, all right, y'all, let's go ahead and hop into the tarot for the week, as we're hitting almost 18 minutes into the reading. You can tell that I barely use these because of the way they're sticking together. One flipped out already. We have the Temperance. We have the 5 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, the King of Cups, 7 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck we have the 8 of Wands. So we literally have balance in this first row with this Temperance and this King of Cups. And these cards are both in the upright. So that like starting off this spread, this tarot spread, is like double confirmation of you need to balance yourself this week. You need to remain calm. You need to remain in harmony. You need to just remain emotionally intelligent this week. And then we have the 5 of Swords. It's actually in the reverse. So that to me is stating that you actually will find some type of peaceful resolution this week. And again, whatever decision that you're trying to make. So the balance that you will have is going to bring you that peaceful resolution. Because like, again, somebody is definitely in their head about what decision that they need to make. And I can tell you that because you have these options around you. Like, you're very indecisive. Like, you have these choices and you're like, I don't know what to do, but something is going to bring you the balance to be like, okay, now I know what to do. And it's going to make you kind of like ground yourself and protect yourself in whatever decision that you have to make. We do have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Remain patient, because we actually have the Temperance here, which is, this is Sagittarius energy. So you can be a Sagittarius, or you can have Sagittarius in your big three. But we have patience here, and then we also have impatience. So I think that's where the balance is going to come into play. Where you're going to, at some point, be like very impatient, and then something is going to like click and switch, and you're going to be like, oh, okay, now you're patient. You know, now you know what you're going to do. And also we have the Ace of Swords here. So yeah, it's a breakthrough. Like, it's a change in clarity. It's a change in perspective. And that's what that last oracle, the realist, said, that you're going to have a change of perspective for this week. Yeah, the sudden change with this Eight of Wands is kind of like what you don't see coming, because you're going to like flow through this week, and you're going to be like it may be a little stressful, but you're going to go from not being able to make a decision to making a decision. But you're going to have, again, all of these like choices and illusions around you. Like, what do I do? How do I move forward? I feel like somebody's job is going to become like overwhelming, or like some type of situation is going to become overwhelming, and you're going to be like, that's my aha. That's why I need to make this decision to say yes to me and the decisions that I need to make, from those breakthrough cards that I've pulled, these right here. Let's see. I'm gonna clarify these with another deck. I think I'm gonna use my smaller deck though. Whew. Yeah, I get these migraines so bad, and I think they all stem from like stress, because I have to shuffle. I kind of like it eased up a little bit, and then like it just came back. I don't know about y'all, but I tend to have those Sunday night, those Sunday night blues spells, and the migraines tend to happen. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify these. So let's clarify the Temperance. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Sun. So you're going to be saying yes to some type of stability, or something or maybe you're just going to be saying yes to the fact that you're going to hold on to this balance and this harmony and this peace of this Temperance card. It's going to bring you so much happiness. Like, whatever decision that you're trying to make is going to be like the ultimate best decision that you could have ever made in your life. We have the Empress for the Four of Swords in reverse. So yes, this is you absolutely nurturing this resolution that you are coming up with. It's like you've been trying to birth, or you're going to be birthing a resolution, a peaceful resolution to these decisions that you're trying to make. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups. We have the Star, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Whatever decision that you make, that you're gonna make, again, the Star is also Aquarius energy, but whatever decision that you're gonna make, you've been wishing on this. Like you have all of these decisions in front of you, but the ones that you want, or the one that you want, this wish is going to come true. And also, there's going to be some healing involved, like some renewed hope. This Queen of Pentacles this could be about money. This could definitely be about nurturing your money. You could be a working parent. You could be a healer. You could also be an earth sign with this Queen of Pentacles. But this is about healing yourself through more abundance, more spiritual and material abundance, through whatever decision that you need to make, or through one of these choices was going to bring you the healing and the abundance, the spiritual and material abundance. Let's go, King of Cups. The World. More Aquarius energy, Leo energy, Taurus energy, Scorpio energy. But just know, with this King of Cups in this world, your world is balanced. It's calm. You know, the achievement is there. But again, without a choice, it will lead you without ending, without making that choice that you need to make. You'll be without the achievement. You'll be without the success. You'll be you won't end the cycle. The cycle is just, you're going to keep going through the cycle over and over and over and over and over again. But you want to be in this King of Cups type of energy. You want to be emotionally intelligent. You know, you want to be emotionally stable in yourself so that you could be able to make the right decisions. Because when we are not, when our nervous system is not regulated, our heart is not regulated. And vice versa. When our heart is not regulated, our nervous system is not regulated. So you want to be regulated in order to be able to reach the type of success that you want to reach. That you're trying to reach. Seven of Wands. Clarify. Seven of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune and a Ten of Swords. Protect yourself. Stand your ground. Yes, you're going to make this decision. Yes, it's going to be the best decision of your life. However, you do have the Wheel of Fortune here, and the Wheel of Fortune can go forward or it can go backwards. So, there will be a painful ending. That's going to happen. However, with endings come new beginnings, and that's why that rebirth and that transformation came out. So this is just you going through a transformation. It's not going to be, indefinitely. It's not like it's going to come to an end. But you have to go through this. But just, protect yourself. It's gonna be a challenge. Like the decision that you're trying to make, it's gonna challenge you. But challenges, I think we have to go through challenges in order to be able to really appreciate where our end goal, our end game. So if it's money you're after, you're gonna go through some things to get there. If it's love you're after, you're gonna go through some things to get there. But the reward is going to always outweigh the risk or the pain of getting there, because it's all about lessons. Life is about lessons. I don't care what it is. You have to go through a lesson to get to your blessing. All right. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. 7 of Cups. So you have the choice to remain in a very unhealed situation within you, within your money, because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I mean, there's no healing there. There's no abundance, material or anything. Like, it's just literally, it's like you're losing, the ability to ground, to be able to get to the things that you want to, which is the money, the healing, the love, things like that. So you have a choice, again, to either stay there or move forward. And then the Ace of Swords. The truth and the clarity that is going to come to you, like I said before, it's going to change your perspective, but it's also going to transition you into, again, more healing. So you literally have a lot of healing that's going to happen. And again, we're talking about this week. However, we already know that energy is fluid and it can literally happen whenever. But this is like a potential of what could happen this week, okay? But the change in clarity, whatever truth that comes out with whatever decisions that you're going to be making, is going to move you into calmer waters. It's going to move you into that healing. It's going to transition to you. It's going to transition you into whatever it is that you're seeking. And then at the bottom of the deck was like the 8 of Wands for this one. And then this one is the 10 of Wands in reverse. So the sudden change that you're going to have is you releasing burdens of, what if this doesn't work? What if this is not worth it? But like I said, what if it does work? What if it is worth it? All right. Do I want to do like, you know what? I know what we can do. I'll give you some crystals that you can use for this week to kind of help you to navigate through, what could possibly happen for this week. Let's see what we get. This deck is like really thick. Let's see. If you don't have this crystal, I can recommend another crystal that you can use. So, let's see. Literally, we have the root, which is about stability and grounding. And I literally said, as far as that Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you have to ground yourself more. So this is confirmation. So we have red Jasper, basic security. It is for the root. Physical qualities, helps treat like the lower region, your male and female parts. So when, like, for chakras, you literally have to put it like at the base of like your coccyx and things like that. Okay, hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down. But it helps to treat those areas, and it supports circulation and blood health. It can address obesity and eating disorders, increases physical strength and vitality, helps to heal the legs, knees, feet, lower vertebrae. Emotional qualities: calms hypervigilance, instills a sense of capability, power, and security, improves survival instincts, provides grounding, enables a gut feeling, sense of truth, offers protection, eliminates worry, confusion, and frustration. So this is actually perfect for the energy that came out for this week. So if you don't have a red jasper, if you have like a black tourmaline or any other type of like red, you know what? Let me grab my book real quick, y'all. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. This is my crystal book. I love this handy dandy crystal book. So in the back of the book, it actually tells you what crystals you can use in place of certain crystals. So if you don't have a red jasper, and this is the base, like this is what I was talking about for some people who don't know, who don't know the chakra placements, things like that. But for the base, we have azurite, bloodstone, chrysocolla, obsidian, golden yellow, topaz, black tourmaline, carnelian, citrine, red jasper, smoky quartz. So if you have any of these, I would definitely recommend that you meditate with them, place them where they should go at the base. I would also spend some time listening to root chakra frequency music. You can also eat red foods. You can wear red. So just find a way to incorporate red into like your daily routine, because it definitely sounds like someone really needs to root themselves and ground themselves in the decision that you're really needing to make for the betterment of them. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I hope it was informational. If it was, I appreciate you. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and I will see you guys on the next one. I have to see if I'll be able to do one next Sunday, because I'm gonna have a fun-filled weekend with me. I'm driving all the way to Illinois for my class, but it's only for a day. But still, like, all of that driving is gonna do a lot to me. So yeah, but again, whatever decision that you're needing to make, it's going to bring you the balance. Believe in it. Believe in yourself. Yes, you have a lot of options around you. Yes, it's really hard, but when you seek truth and you actually get the answer that you need, the clarity comes, the decision comes, you make it, and then you're better off. So, all right, y'all, I'm out of here. Peace, love, blessings, abundance, and all of those great things. Namaste.